just curious, when you signed here, how was your role explained to you?
My role was explained to me as there is an opportunity at the quarterback position that we're looking forward to getting better at, and I signed up for that because I'm looking forward to getting better and being my very best self myself. So that's how it was. Uh, I didn't get a clean explanation of my role because I played so many different roles already. I didn't play every role that the quarterback room has to offer. So I'm ready for anything.
Now, obviously, a couple of days later, they signed Russell Wilson. Was that laid out to you as a possibility at the time that you signed?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I knew a free agent signing was going to come, or maybe even a draft pick was going to come. Uh, but that's their business, man. My business is today, and today I have the privilege of uh, finally becoming a giant.
Gotcha, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Max. Well, Dan.
Patty Drano.
Jameis, hi, how are you?
Hey, Patricia. How are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome to the Giants. Glad to see you.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Great, great. Jameis, there's a possibility that you might be asked to mentor a young quarterback. And I'm just wondering, when you look back on your own career, what are some of the lessons that you feel you've learned that you can share with a young quarterback?
One of the greatest experiences that I had in my NFL career was the chance to uh, spend 1 year with Drew Brees and just pick his mind, watch his actions, and just be immersed into being an NFL quarterback and seeing what it looks like to the highest degree. And one thing that he always exhibited was consistency. He was at the same place every single time of the day. Another thing that he exemplified was resilience. He didn't let anything get in the way of his preparation, in the way of his approach. And the other thing was he kept it simple. He didn't think too much about the big things. He focused on doing small things over and over again that resulted in him having the success that he had for his entire career. So me having that experience, being in rooms with great veteran quarterbacks such as Ryan Fitzpatrick, being in rooms with now quarterbacks with Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson last year, um, having the chance to mentor Dorian Thomas Robinson when he had a chance to get back in his starting role with the Cleveland Browns. I've been able to learn so many different things from my time, my career. So catering to a young quarterback and serving them would be something that I would definitely take on with a great responsibility and cherish it.
Doesn't make you feel old, of course, right?
No, I know I'm still young, and I know my capabilities are very good as well. So leading by example would be a good way to lead a young quarterback as well.
Thank you, Jameis.
Thank you.
Ryan Dunleavy.
Jameis, welcome. Thanks for doing this.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up? So, obviously, everybody knows you've developed quite a big personality in the NFL. You're the social media star. Was that part of the interest that brought you to New York and, the entertainment capital of America here?
Well, I just think I don't believe in coincidences, and the interest that brought me to New York was the fact that there was a quarterback room that they were looking to getting better and making a difference in, and I saw that window of opportunity open. But just the fact that the Big Apple is the biggest city in the world with the greatest fans in the world as well, to create some popularity, that didn't hurt. So I'm definitely grateful for what this city brings, but I'm definitely focusing on what I can do to help uplift this team from the quarterback position.
I'm curious because when the free agency started, I was going through and I was penciling in free agents who could be starters in different teams that needed starters, and I thought you'd be looking for a starting job. did you look for that and not find it? Like, why were you willing to sign up for a backup job where, truthfully, Jameis, I think you know this, if they were to pick a quarterback at 3, you could end up being 3rd on the depth chart when you're obviously capable of being a starter. Why? How did you look at that, 1 through 3 on a depth chart?
Yeah, my initial vision with approaching this offseason was to find an opportunity that gave me either a starting role or a bridge opportunity to be the starting quarterback. And I believe this situation is a situation that it looks similar, whether it's a veteran quarterback that I have to compete with and help serve and help make better for this team, or as a young quarterback who's coming in from college, who I have to help get better, who I have to compete with and serve. This is the NFL. There's no in my job requirement at the quarterback position, there is only one of us. So in that job requirement, you have to be able to compete and be able to just be your very best self. And whoever is the best guy gets the job. Like, that's just how it works since I've been in the NFL. So when the Giants' opportunity was there, and those opportunities for being sure starters and sure bridge opportunities when there wasn't as plentiful, I looked at this opportunity as a great one for me to be able to come in and have that starter bridge opportunity in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Tom Rock.
Jameis, what do you know about Dable? What do you know about the coaching staff and the roster that you're a part of now?
Well, I've always admired Brian Dable back when he was with the Patriots. I really love. I got more familiar with him when I saw the league's reigning MVP, Josh Allen, have a tremendous jump from year 1 to year 2. So I saw a coordinator or a play caller that was very creative, that found ways to cater to his quarterback's strengths, to find ways to get his position players involved, and found ways to take off a lot of excess work from our offensive linemen by getting the ball out quickly and trying to find ways to establish the running game. So that's something that I've always admired about him. But when I got to really understand his upbringing, where he comes from, and what he was about, coming from Buffalo, New York, hard-nosed, gritty, raised by his grandparents, that's something that I definitely was familiar with because I was raised by my grandmother as well. So that similarity brought me even closer to him as the man that he is. And I always respected the coach that he was because obviously he's won a lot of Super Bowls and he's made a lot of athletes and quarterbacks a lot of money and had a lot of success.
And how about the players, the receivers in particular?
Well, he's coached a lot of different receivers and tight ends.
I'm sorry. I meant the Giants receivers, like Malik and
yeah.
Slade.
Well, you have a young superstar, 2 young superstars, 3 young superstars in my and from the tape that I've seen of what I've watched in Malik, Rondell, and Theo, and an emerging superstar in Jalen Hyatt. And you have a crafty veteran who's just always showed up and done the right thing at the right time and always finds a way to get behind the defense in Darius Slayton. So I think that was a key get back for this organization, for this team, and getting Darius back. You got a veteran running back in Devin Singletary and a young running back that can do things out of the backfield in Tracy. So I'm excited what this offense has to offer. You got a left tackle that's coming back from injury, but in playing the offensive line when you're in the trenches, you're going to get banged up sometimes. So I heard that Andrew is very tough. I love getting a chance to spend some time with GVR, knowing his veteran background, knowing how much impact that he has on this offensive line in general. And I look forward to connecting with the other young guys and just seeing what we can be as an offense, man. I promise you that we're going to find a way to make some things happen and get some wins. And I think that's the most important thing to everybody.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We'll take 3 more. We'll start with Mike Garafolo.
Hey, Jameis, enjoyed your interview with the Iguana recently. Hopefully our questions here are as good as those that you had for him. What's your relationship like with Russell Wilson? You guys have been in the league for a while together, and have you talked to him since you agreed?
Hey, Mike, it's good to see you. You know, with the palm trees blowing in the background, and you just vibing, man. It's very not often that I get to see you on a iPad. You know, I typically see you on TV, man. So hey, good to see you, bro. But no, my relationship with Russ is good, man. Russ, man, a lot of people don't know this. He was one of the quarterbacks that allowed me to take a look into how he ran. You know, Russ ran his enterprise, ran his businesses, how he took care of his body, how he trained, and what did he do to go into like his mental approach. Russ and I had a very close friend who's no longer with us, and Trevor Morad. So we were a lot closer when Trevor was still with us. But Trevor, and I think Russ will speak on this, like he instilled a lot of great traits into both of us. And we continue to use those traits, express those traits in our leadership and our commitment to football. So that's where we have a similar background in terms like our mental approach can be very similar because one of our mental coaches was definitely life-changing for him and very influential with me as well.
Thank you, man. Congrats to you too.
I appreciate you. See you soon, Mike.
Charlotte, Carol.
Jameis, nice to meet you, and welcome to New York, as everyone said.
Hello, how are you doing, Charlotte?
Good. We asked Russ this, but I'm curious, when you're looking at teams, and you mentioned Starter Bridge, but what appealed to you about joining a 3-14 team, and why do you think this team is in a place to succeed next season?
Well, the biggest thing when you join a team that went 3-14, you got to look at it like this. The NFL is a business of what have you done for me lately. In any team that has their back against the wall, you know that the coaches, the executives, the fans, they are looking for immediate change. And I feel like in my time, in terms of my process of joining a team, I'm looking for immediate change because it's required. It's required to start winning for me in the NFL. It's required for this organization to start winning, you know, so we can have more giggles, more laughter, more fun in this building. Like, we in the biggest city of the world, we should enjoy that. And I think winning does that. So when it comes to looking at their record, I didn't look at this team being a 3-14 team. I looked at what was possible, and what I saw was possible is an offense that can execute efficiently and that can be explosive. I saw a defense with an incredible front, and I saw this offseason of them adding Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland in the back end to create some noise to help that front get home. And I just figured that the Giants, man, they don't look like a 3-14 team. From the talks of, you know, people talking about, I know Kayvon, I know Byron a little bit, and Dex. Like, from their talks and their conversations, like, the locker room didn't seem like it was a 3-14 team. So this team is looking for a complete paradigm shift. This team is looking to make a splash, man. And there's no better place to do it, with no greater calling to do it than right here in New York City, being a New York football giant.
Last one with Jordan Renan.
Hey, Jameis, welcome, man.
Hey, what's up, Jordan?
Not much. We all obviously saw you, ask Saquon where you should go, and he said the Giants, and now that's ended up where you ended up. I'm wondering, how much did you look into it after that, and like, did you talk to any of the guys that you mentioned before, and what was the process like for you? Like, what other teams was there a bunch of other teams interested? You had to choose them over somebody else. How did that all pan out?
Yeah, the process was as fresh as it was of me asking Saquon, where should I go? You know, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences, but when he threw the Giants out there, it really gave me and my team a look just like, like, what they doing over there? You know, what is their vision? And to pursue the Giants and see. Like, I'm not saying that I should be hiring Saquon as my agent, but what I am saying is that he has good decisions, you know, and obviously with him coming off the Super Bowl, his connection to New York, I'm pretty sure the fans aren't happy, but I'm pretty sure what he said about the fans enjoying me, I think that gave them a little bit more excitement. So this free agency process is different every single year, obviously, with Aaron and Russ holding up the market for the beginning of the free agency. It was stuck. It was tough. A lot of teams had committed to them, had their hopes and dreams of getting those two guys or other guys in the future. This team was one of a few teams that gave me an opportunity, that wanted to have me in, wanted me to see the building, wanted me to connect with Coach Dable, and just see what the Giants were all about. And I took that to heart, and I'm happy that Saquon put that energy in the air for me to come to the big city, to the Big Apple, and be a G-man.